everybody, Hope Savara here with Mother Trucker Yoga. It's Wellness Wednesday. How are you? I hope you're doing well. It's pretty gloomy outside here in Wisconsin, but I'm super excited because we are talking about resistance bands today. One of my most favorite tools, and you all know I like quick, easy, fast, and if it's not quick, easy, and fast, I'm probably not going to talk about it. So, hey Jess, how are you? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for showing the love. We always appreciate it here. And so we're talking about resistance bands. I know for many of you drivers, obviously time and space are huge factors for you when you're trying to add more movement into your day. Hey Gwen, thanks for tuning in. You all know that I am a big believer in seeing exercise as a bonus, but it's not the solution. That means we have to add more movement into the day throughout the entire day, not just in one tiny little chunk and then check it off and call it good. So resistance bands are a really easy thing to travel with. Really shameless plug right now. We have our Mother Trucker Yoga little band kit. Just a little small. You can like literally stick it in your purse, in between your seats, wherever you want to go, and it gives you all the tools that you need, plus an 11-page guide of all the movements that you can do to get you started. But this will at least get you started with this live video today. So I have my resistance band, and I'm going to show you some things that you can do in 5 minutes or less, okay? That means you get them done quicker, you can go on with your day. You want to spend a little bit more time on them? Totally fine. Now, my rule of thumb with reps is 10 is always a good goal. Now, I know you're probably thinking 10, it doesn't seem like a whole lot, but I'm going to show you how to do the movements correctly. I'm going to show you how to have the right form, and I'm going to reiterate the purpose of the movement. When you bring those things together, you don't need a lot. It's about doing them correctly rather than just trying to muscle through them as fast as you can. Okay, so first things first, you're going to take your band. I like a 6-foot band at least. And that's what ours are cut to, but use what you have. When you start getting into that 4-foot band, you start having to really hunch over, and I don't want you to do that. Okay, so you're going to take your band. I'm going to try to step back far enough so that you can see me. Mine's a little stuck together. Okay, there we go. And you're going to step onto your band. So this is when you are waiting to load or unload. This is when you have 5 minutes. This is when you're filling up with fuel. I can't talk today. This is when you're done. This is when you're on your 30-minute break, whatever it is. You're going to stand outside your rig, open your feet so you have a little bit of a pull in the band, and then grab the band like you would hold a glass, okay? I'm not going to hold the band like this. I'm going to grab the band like this, okay? I have a good resistance to start, and now I'm going to find what's called pelvic neutral. So that means my pubis bone and hip bones are running parallel with the truck or whatever I'm facing. That means I'm not arced and I'm not tipped backwards. I'm nice and tall. My glutes are underneath me. I'm going to walk towards you. Okay. My glutes are underneath me and my belly is inside of me. This is really important because your body is in a stacked position. Secondly, you're going to relax your rib cage down. Now when I grab my band, I'm grabbing it like a glass of water and I'm going to anchor my elbows in. Now my shoulder girdle has to stay nice and stable. So when I bring, this is one of my really old bands, guys, sorry. I'm actually going to use one of our new ones. This is what happens when you have bands for like 10 years and they're not the best quality. If I was smart, I would have just used this one. All right, so here we go. And I like this quality better. That's a TheraBrand. This is a physical therapy band quality. Look at this guy here. Way better. Okay, so, and it's a little bit longer. So I'm going to stand on my band, I'm going to grab it like a cup. Oh yeah, this is way better. And I'm going to bring the band to me. Holy cow, I can really feel my core. So as I curl, watch how I'm not going to the band. I'm bringing the band to me. I'm not letting my pelvis be pulled into an arched position. I'm going to keep my glutes underneath me. This is my big pet peeve, okay? When we're doing fitness or doing movements, people like to pull the body apart. Like this is a glutes movement. This is an abs movement. This is an arms movement. People, you are not parts. You are one big entity, okay? So every movement, when done correctly, uses the entire body. Please understand that. So it's exhale, curl, Notice how my elbows aren't winging out, my shoulders aren't rounding forward, and then slowly, like my knuckles are scraping across a chalkboard, I'm gonna bring my arms down again. So I'm gonna do 10 rounds of this. Now, as my core, as my shoulder girdle, as my upper back and abs get tired, I'm gonna find myself trying to be kind of like a bobblehead. Try to resist that and just do as many reps as you can effectively, okay? Next one, I'm gonna turn my arms out without pushing my chest out, and my knuckles are gonna face the side walls or the trucks next to you. Again, I'm not pushing my chest out, and I'm gonna think about my knuckles scraping across the truck. Maybe I come up against my truck and I try to press my forearms and my fists back against the truck as much as I can. Okay, notice how my wrists aren't going crooked. I'm keeping my wrists nice and straight. Now I'm working deltoids. I'm working traps, upper back, which is a big concern for drivers, or if you work at a computer, because this gets overstretched and strained. It's not tight, it's overstretched and strained. They feel similar. It's not the same problem. Again, core is strong, glutes are strong. I'm gonna try 10 reps and then resisting slowly. The name of the game is to try to get my knuckles to face out to my sides directly versus bring it up on an angle, okay? I'm gonna try to get my fists out to the side and keeping my body nice and stacked. Again, 10 rounds. Now I'm gonna flip my hand and I'm gonna hold the band like a shovel, okay? Like a snow shovel. I live in Wisconsin. It's gonna snow one of these days really soon. So I'm gonna flip my hand hold, really important. It's gonna mess with your wrist otherwise. I'm gonna open my feet a little bit wider and now bend my knees. I'm gonna hop back onto my mat here so you can hopefully see me a little bit better. And I'm gonna turn sideways. So I'm holding my band. I'm gonna widen my foot stance and bend my knees. I'm not upright. Now I'm gonna shift forward at a 45-degree angle. So my glutes are contracting, my belly is contracting, okay? And my shoulders are contracting. Now I'm gonna do a tricep pull. So I'm gonna pull up and slowly release down. This is where you have to decide how much grip you want on the band. It shouldn't be a struggle. So I'm pulling up and then down slow. Core is strong, glutes are strong. If you lose those, you're gonna start rounding. I'm nice and long. So pull up, engage, down slow. Pull up, engage, down slow. As my glutes get tired, you're gonna find yourself wanting to stand straight-legged. Keep your glutes engaged so your quads don't do all the work. Your belly lifted up to support your back. And then it's a pull. So I'm gonna pull up and then down. Pull up and then down. Keeping my core nice and strong. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's try 10 rounds. We'll go about 2 more here. And last one. Okay. So that's 3 moves so far, okay? You have traditional bicep curl. You have rotated externally bicep curl, okay? Now you have a tricep pull, or sometimes called a row. The last one that I'm gonna show you, because we have a lot of them on our download that you get with our little kit, okay? Woo, our little kit. I also want to show you the thickness of the band, okay? We have 2 different resistance levels, and you can see the difference here. Look at the thickness differences. You can see how thin this one is and how thick that one is. Really big difference. Obviously you saw that, really big difference. So last I'm gonna show you, you're gonna grab your band, and this is gonna be a little bit more as regards to the upper back. Okay, we're gonna hold the band. We're gonna come into a lunge. Okay, so I'm gonna lunge, I'm gonna square my hips forward and draw my belly in. Now if my hip is tight, I'm gonna bend my back knee a little bit. Don't lock it straight. You're gonna put a lot of pressure on your lower back. So I'm gonna step back, little bend in the knee if I need to. I'm nice and upright. So if I'm turned sideways, you're not like this. Bring your body upright. There's a bonus stretch from sitting all day, okay? Now I'm gonna take my band out in front of me, and we're gonna pull wide, back to center. Notice how I'm not pulling the band very wide. I'm gonna angle my band, pull it wide, back to center. Shift it, pull it wide, back to center. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And then again, repeat that cycle. You're gonna try to do that cycle 10 times, okay? This is not about you being the Incredible Hulk. This is about control. Whenever you're working with resistance, a big factor is control. Control is not the same as strength, okay? If you've ever seen a weightlifter at the gym and they're like, oh, here's my 500 pounds I'm doing, and they're usually whipping it around, they have strength, but they don't have control. This is one of the reasons why I love working with resistance bands, is because you have to control the movement down just as much as you have to control the movement back up again. This makes a big difference on our joints, okay? This makes a big difference on our muscle definition. This makes a big difference in us translating this into our everyday life. One of the other reasons why I love resistance bands is it's a full body workout. Every single one of the movements I just showed you was core, was glutes, and was upper body. So it's never just an arm movement. It's a whole body experience. And for something that you can travel around with literally in your bag, okay? In your purse, in your pocket, and whatever, in between your seats, I don't care where you put it, your door, it's really worth it. Because if 5 minutes, if 1 minute can make a big difference in how you feel, my heart rate is up, I feel stronger, and usually this provokes me to want to do other stuff, it's definitely worth it. So if you felt like this was helpful, hey Robert, how are you? Hey Craig, how are you? If you felt like this is helpful, please share this out with your friends. If you want to know more about our resistance bands, again, it's not a fancy kit. I'm not trying to wow you with amazing materials, but I am trying to give you guys some quality stuff here. So you also get 2 circle loop bands that you can do. We'll show you some leg and arm movements that you can do with them. There's also a walking sequence. I had a fall 2 years ago, and this walking sequence that I show you guys with these in our downloadable PDF really made a big difference. And then also you get a door loop. So you can actually hook it to your truck, and you can do different sequences as well, which we show you in the download. So kind of cool. No matter what, I don't care if you learn from me or you learn from somebody else, just learn from somebody that knows what they're doing, and learn from somebody that's gonna teach you how to do the movements correctly. So if you felt like you are now in love with resistance bands, drop me some hearts, let me know, and share out this video. I will come back with more things that you can do when it comes to taking care of yourself, and it's about one small change. If you make one small change today, imagine where you'll be 1 year from now. All right, guys, visit us over at mothertruckeryoga.com. Drop in the comment section what else you would like to see on Wellness Wednesday, and I will be back again really soon. Bye, guys.